Good morning. It is an early morning. Got up with my husband at 5 o'clock and now I'm cleaning the kitchen. It normally doesn't look like this the next morning, but the weekend was so busy and packed full of fun. Saturday we went to the beach and we had house projects because this is still a new house and we have a lot that is being done right now. A lot of little things that you can hardly even notice, but they still need to get done. And that adds up to a lot of time sometimes. And then on Sunday, we were gone at church all day, packed a lunch there, came home late, and we got home so late and just kind of relaxed a little bit after the long weekend. And so finally at 10:30 or 11, because I did have to make some dinner when I got home too, threw some things in the Instant Pot. I just wanted to sit down on the couch and I was so beat. We go soul winning during the day and it's in the 90s over here with humidity and it kind of takes a toll on your body. So enough with the excuses, but I just left the place kind of a mess. On Sunday night, sometimes that happens, and I wake up in the morning and just get it all clean while the kids are asleep. So that's what I'm doing here, just clearing off all the clutter, washing dishes, and getting everything done. There's Instant Pot dishes from the night before. I oftentimes make a cooler with that large red cooler, make a drink. We found these drinks, I think it's called True Leaf, and it's kind of like Crystal Light, but it doesn't have the like the sucralose or the red 40 in it, things like that. It has really good ingredients and it's colored with beetroot powder, things like that. And so I'll take a couple of those raspberry lemonades and fill it in there with a thing full of ice water. We brought it to the beach, we'll bring it to church, we'll bring it everywhere. And then sometimes, so that we don't have a bunch of cups to bring with us, like when we went to the beach, I just brought one large cup with a straw, and we just all shared it. All of our family members, there's 5 of us, so we shared it, and when I needed to refill, I just refilled with 1 cup, because who needs tons of dishes blowing around at the beach? Not this mom. In the morning, we like to start our morning with God, and if it is morning time for you, I'm just going to read something from Psalms 139. Psalm 139. It is David praising God for his all-seeing providence. And it says, O Lord, thou hast searched me and known me. Thou knowest my down sitting and my uprising. Thou understandest my thought afar off. Thou compassest my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways. For there is not a word in my tongue, but lo, O Lord, thou knowest it altogether. Thou hast beset me behind and before, and laid thine hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high, I cannot attain unto it. Whither shall I go from thy spirit, or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee. For thou hast possessed my reins, thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. My substance was not hid from thee when I was made in secret and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect, and in thy book all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. How precious also are thy thoughts unto me, O God! How great is the sum of them! If I should count them, they are more in number than the sand. When I awake, I am still with thee. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O God. Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Psalm 140. Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. Selah. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man, who have purposed to overthrow my goings. The proud have hid a snare for me and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. Selah. I said unto the Lord, Thou art my God. Hear the voice of my supplications, O Lord. O God the Lord, the strength of my salvation, thou hast covered my head in the day of battle. Grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked. Further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves. Selah. As for the head of those that compass me about, let the mischief of their own lips cover them. Let burning coals fall upon them. Let them be cast into the fire, into deep pits, that they rise not up again. Let not an evil speaker be established in the earth. Evil shall hunt the violent man to overthrow him. I know that the Lord will maintain the cause of the afflicted and the right of the poor. Surely the righteous shall give thanks unto thy name. The upright shall dwell in thy presence. Psalm 141. Lord, I cry unto thee, make haste unto me. Give ear unto my voice when I cry unto thee. Let my prayer be set forth before thee as incense, and the lifting up of my hands as the evening sacrifice. Set a watch, O Lord, before my mouth. keep the door of my lips. Incline not my heart to any evil thing, to practice wicked works with men that work iniquity, and let me not eat of their dainties. Let the righteous smite me, it shall be a kindness, and let him reprove me. It shall be an excellent oil, which shall not break my head, for yet my prayer also shall be in their calamities. When their judges are overthrown in stony places, they shall hear my words, for they are sweet. Our bones are scattered at the grave's mouth, as when one cutteth and cleaveth wood upon the earth. But mine eyes are unto thee, O God the Lord. In thee is my trust. Leave not my soul destitute. Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of thy workers of iniquity. Let the wicked fall into their own nets, whilst that I withal escape. Psalm 142. I cried unto the Lord with my voice unto the Lord did I make my supplication. I poured out my complaint before him. I showed before him my trouble. When my spirit was overwhelmed within me, then thou knewest my path. In the way wherein I walk have they privily laid a snare for me. I looked on my right hand and beheld, but there was no man that would know me. Refuge failed me. No man cared for my soul. I cried unto thee, O Lord. I said, Thou art my refuge and my portion in the land of the living. Attend unto my cry, for I am brought very low. Deliver me from my persecutors, for they are stronger than I. Bring my soul out of prison, that I may praise thy name. The righteous shall compass me about, for thou shalt deal bountifully with me. Okay, so I'm walking around and I'm finished here, but sometimes you hear things like, take everything off of your counter space, and it drives people nuts. I can honestly say I use this like every day of my life. I use everything here. So obviously, I use this all the time when I'm cleaning. I just like the ambience and the smells, and obviously this is actually helping clear clutter because I had 3 bowls here. And I am learning because this is our new space, so I'm trying to organize the best I can. I'm learning a lot about granite as well. Granite will stain with water, and then you can keep it dry and the stain will go away. So I need to make sure I'm keeping these countertops dry because we had a large dark stain here. And then I scrubbed it lightly with a baking soda paste, and then I ended up drying it, and the next day it was pretty much gone, but this used to be really dark. And it's staining again because water just splashes up every time especially when you use the sprayer, it just kind of ricochets off and sprays out. Anyways, so we got this watermelon from our neighbor, so I need to eat that. I need to either get a paper towel roll holder that stands up, which that would add to clutter, or I'll get one to have my husband install underneath one of these cabinets like we had in our last place. So that will take care of that. I don't mind that. Like, it's nice, I think, to have something that everything's sitting on, so it's just not all over the place. And then it kind of helps the kids also. And here's our Berkey, which, yes, we use every day. Don't mind my laundry pile. That's what I have to get to next. Here's our aprons. I kind of draped over that because I need to find a place to hang them. I don't necessarily want to hang them. Well, I might just hang them to the left of the garbage and move this broom, put it in the laundry room, which I should do. So I'll probably just end up hanging our aprons. Well, yeah, either here, well, or over here, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so then I use the Keurig every day, and then I usually have one of these every day, and then one of these every day. I'll probably do an iced espresso later, and then I just wake up since it's easy and I'm tired and have a Keurig in the morning. So this is just a beautiful pottery piece I love so much, and this was from my daughter for Mother's Day. She bought it secretly with her own money when we were at the Museum of Appalachia. And then this is cluttered. I do need to clean this up because it is looking kind of cluttery. And I've been using this for my sourdough starter. And it's a brand new sourdough starter, so I'm using it twice a day. So I just kind of, yeah, it's dusty. But anyways, yeah, I'll need to organize that. But yes, we use the smoothie maker all the time also. So we did use it every day when we were in Tennessee. And I'm getting back into it again. It's just very nice for these very hot, humid days. And it makes for a good dessert. All we do, I could show you later. What I've been doing lately is making homemade whipped topping. It's just heavy whipping cream blended with a little bit of maple syrup in here. Or you could use, whatever, a hand mixer probably would work better actually. And then for the smoothie, you just use fresh strawberries, and for our family, I put them like up to here, and I cover that with almond milk, unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and then add in Greek yogurt, like 3 tablespoons, and a little bit of maple syrup to sweeten, or you could use stevia or monk fruit, something like that. And I usually use chia seeds, but we haven't had them, so I just use those. Just strawberries, Greek yogurt, almond milk, and a little bit of maple syrup, and it makes the best smoothie. It is so good. So it's like better than Smoothie King in our opinion. This Cuisinart I use a lot also. Date balls to shred my own cheese, shredded carrots. I use it a lot. And it's from my mom and dad, and so I like to keep it out. It reminds me of them. But yeah, I use that a lot. This has to stay here. This is my sourdough starter, which I need to feed here in a little bit. It's doing real good. I made some bread with it yesterday, and it was really good. So yeah, I'm keeping my KitchenAid there. Here's my 2 eggs that are left over. I'm gonna go gather more today, and there should be probably at least 10 out there to gather. I'm going to be making more granola, I believe, today, and granola bars. So this is good with Greek yogurt and berries, like frozen fruit. And I just fill it in here, and we scoop it onto our yogurt and frozen fruit. I just take the frozen fruit out in advance and just let it thaw a little bit. And it's really good. And then you can also add nuts in it if you want. So we use a lot of oats, because here's just plain oats, which I need to stock up to here, and we use that for oatmeal and overnight oats. And then we make granola out of it, and then we also make granola bars out of it. So a lot of oats. and I go for the organic. I even use steel cut oats, so it works for me. Some people say not to use it for overnight oats and things, but I've not had a problem with it. Nuts, I need to fill that up. I have more nuts up here, right up there. And then this is my cast iron, kind of stained that, so I'm gonna have to take some baking soda to it. But I like, when I'm cutting, I like to be able to just, or when I'm just stirring and things like that, put it right here. It makes so there's no gap in between the stove and the counter also. So I kind of just pull it out as a shield and to rest spoons on, things like that. And then I'll bring this cutting board out to chop the veggies right next to it. But yeah, I like the look of it too, so I just keep it out right here. And then here's my knife bar. And at our last place, it fit in between our stove and the shelving unit. We didn't have a microwave built in the very last place. But there's no room here, so it won't fit our big knife. So we're gonna put it right here, and then that'll work perfect. And then I'll have this, yeah, right below it, be next to our cutting boards. So, and here's the cast iron. I just oiled them and heated them back up to try to season them. I might have to do the whole seasoning thing in here. I might have to strip them and then re-season them in here, because all of a sudden there's a lot of iron coming out, and I don't know, it's just not well seasoned. So yeah, we'll see. Anyways, then I have the cookware, you know, just the regular spoons that I use. Instant Pot I use all the time, and the toaster for the kids. So, and then here are the spices. And I know people might think this looks like kind of crazy over here, but I just have a lot of things in here for baking and everything, and I just don't want to take up space with, that's so unorganized, it's just extra stuff. But this is just all my baking stuff, and I need the space. So yep, I'm not taking up more of it with my spices, and I'm just gonna leave them right here. And this works so good. I found these off of Amazon. They're so strong. I had these in my last place too. We had really limited space, and so they're magnetic and they stick right there. So it works out good for us. I bake every day in here. I cook every day. I cook, you know, I do breakfast, lunch, and dinner in here. We don't go out like ever. Hardly ever. Maybe twice a month. That's like pushing it. So I just like to bring picnics everywhere we go, or even to church where they're all day, and I'll bake like cookies before we go to Wednesday night service, or, you know, to share with everybody, or I will. Well, that is my kitchen cleaning for this morning while the kids are asleep. I got up with my husband at 5:30, and I went to town on cleaning because honestly our Sundays are crazy, and I need to get in a better habit of just cleaning right away, but I just want to sit down and relax. So anyways, yeah, I just thought I'd bring you along with me, kind of motivate you. Today is Monday, the second day of the week. Sunday is the first day of the week, and that's why it's so awesome to begin our week with God, because it kind of gives us that motivation we need spiritually. And I just hope that some of the verses that I have shared have been motivating also, and that you have a blessed and a wonderful week. See you next time.